Here is a 1910 Giulio Degani. Degani was born in 1875, and he was the son and pupil of Eugenio in Venice, where he worked until his father's death in 1915. After his father's death, he emigrated to the United States to work for the Wurlitzer company, both in New York and in Cincinnati. Then he later opened his own shop in Cincinnati in 1924. One thing that's striking to me about this Degani is the originality of the arching of his instruments. They vary a little bit from his father's work in that regard. The arching on this instrument, you can see, is kind of a medium arch, but comes up kind of abruptly in the middle and is very gentle and graceful throughout the instrument, coming back to the end button of the instrument. The varnish on his instrument is a beautiful oil varnish. It's really striking in his ground. The ground being the first layer of varnish that goes down over the seal coat. And his instruments have a fairly darker reddish brown oil varnish on the top, and then that very radiant ground that he uses really comes through the varnish and pops through almost like light coming through. It's really striking the way his instruments appear, and it's beautiful to look at. The sound of this Degani I would characterize as being a very brilliant and very firm sounding instrument. And by that I mean it really puts out a huge sound. It speaks very, very easily, but you know exactly what you're going to get out of the instrument when you give it some energy from the bow. It's wonderful to play. It's a huge sound. It's a wonderful solo instrument. It carries very well. His beautiful arching, his beautiful varnish, and just a superb sound of this instrument makes it a wonderful addition to the Gatchell collection.